Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Shailja Saraswati and you're watching my YouTube channel. Every Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, I talk about topics on mindfulness, meditation, and some insights from my life. Interesting stories. I have various shows and formats. One of them is called Ek Kahani, which is inspired from the life insights, which I've kind of fictionalized it when I'm talking about them. And then I also have a few more series. The other one is called Dil Se, which basically are inspired from all the learnings I've got from my mother. And our parents are our best teacher after God. Parents are the next almighty for us. The way they've nurtured us are the guru before we actually find a guru in life. And after guru, of course, the friendships and the true relationships which we make. So all of that is what Dil Se is about. Another series which I have recently started is about the youngsters, right? The restless and the young seeker. When they are looking for an anchor in life, in the growing up age, coming of age. So I have shared my insights from my growing up and coming of age phase, the young and restless seeker. And there are a lot of other series which got released earlier this year. The first one was Pause, Rewind, Reset. It was inspired from the pandemic period and my learnings from how I reflected on all the changes which were required in my life to kind of reset and look at life with a new approach. Then there was I Am Okay syndrome to overcome stress, anxiety, depression. There was also Sunflower Effect. It was all about progression in a spiritual journey, how you go from one phase to the other, the butterfly evolution from a lava to a butterfly. And then after that, I've been releasing a lot of individual videos, mind tricks, how the mind possibly tricks you into thinking something and then it becomes a pattern. And only through meditation, when you start detaching yourself from the mind games, you realize that you're stuck in a pattern. So that's what mind tricks is about. I'll give you anecdotes, and you might ask me, what was the motivation behind creating these videos. These are not very specific to the kind of videos which you'll find on YouTube, which are much more structured. There is an intro, there is a middle piece, and there is an ending. These videos, the ones which I'm making, are essentially my catharsis and my sharing of my life insights, how I see life, my observation. And I used to write them, and it used to come out as poetry, poem, prose, songs, lyrics. Till one day I decided that there is so many things which get bottled in, and this was the month of January, February of this year, which was a little tough for me because we had moved from another country back to India, and it was taking time for me to adjust back. I didn't realize that it will be so difficult to move during pandemic time with a small child. And I started feeling that there might be so many people out there who are looking for some tools and resources to just sort of bounce back, bounce out of anything which is pulling them down, at a mental level. And I'm also a meditation teacher. I'm a practitioner of, some yoga techniques, some mindfulness techniques, and still my mind did drag me down. And I was like, I owe this to somebody who will watch these videos and will get inspired that, you can manage your mind at your own level. Or like, we need tools and techniques for everything, right? Even at work, we need some tools, techniques, frameworks, formulas to execute the work. Then why not some tools and techniques and formulas and frameworks to sort of sort the way we are perceiving life, to manage our mind better, to manage our life force energy better. And I started creating these videos. All I had to do was sit in front of the camera and talk to people assuming there are people listening to me at this moment who are really seeking that go-to person to share something which is dragging them down, with to express something which is inexpressible. And there's so many things individual at a human level we go through, we're not able to express. We are not even able to express that with our families. Yeah. We might stay in the same house, share that space with other human beings, but at a very deep level, I'm sure you are not able to share your darkest, deepest worries, fears, anxieties, even with your family members. And if that is not happening, all that is getting bottled up inside you and forming this huge bubble of your stress, anxieties, the wrong way of looking at life, building value system in a way which might hamper your growth, right? It might pull you back in situations. And I'll tell you an example. So I was working along with my team member, and we were doing a sort of a team restructuring, and I saw a lot of resistance from the other side. So it was about dividing the work in a way that everybody gets to experience various parts of the business, but there was so much resistance from the other side, and I was thinking, why is there resistance there? And when I started digging deeper, I figured out that it's not to do with the work as much as the individual's inhibition, to do with the fear, psychosis he had created. Will I be able to do it? Am I good enough? Am I articulate enough? Am I able to manage my time better? Will I have the bandwidth to take on more responsibility? And I started reflecting that back to my life. This entire thing of getting anxious with something which is unknown, uncertainty, and having a reaction of fear is natural, right? Because our mind is not used to, the muscle memory is not there. But the transition from fear to yes, I can do it, the yes mind. What will happen is, the moment you transition from a no to a yes, your mind starts operating and solving the problem. But if you're operating from the space of fear, then your mind is operating from the function of that, okay, shut down all the files, shut down all the information. I'm not going to solve this problem because, okay, the signal coming to me is I cannot do it. It's a no mind. So these are very simple things. If you can observe in yourself, the solutions and the problems are within us. It's not outside. The whole life we are waiting for the solutions to our problems to come from outside. Half the time it's just about managing energies, channelizing those energies, understanding human behavior, understanding your own mind. The moment you start understanding your own mind, you start understanding the people around you. And that's what the idea of making all these videos is. To give tools to people to latch onto at the time of crisis, at the time of self-doubt, at the time of when you are full of that fear psychosis. Watch these videos. See if something inspires you. See if something helps you. See if something is like, giving you that right direction, okay, to manage life. And that's why the name of the show also is, although the podcast, my podcast is Everyday Guide with Shailja Saraswati. We need a go-to person every day. We don't need a go-to person only once in 3 months or once in 6 months. And if that go-to person is you yourself, is my end goal, to start this YouTube channel, to start podcast. And I'm starting a podcast show called The Unstoppable Women very soon. I want to make you your own everyday guide. and enable you that much that you are so strong that you are going to bounce back from situations, come back to the center, and operate from your optimal level. It is possible. It is very difficult, but it is possible, and this is the game. This is the real stuff in life. We might kick our bucket list, we might get promotions in life, we might gain all the wealth, we might have all our checklists done in life. But if we have not understood our own mind, human behavior, and how to conquer this, right? I mean, there's so many philosophies, religions, spiritual masters who've come and gone and said the same thing possibly. And this is so amazing because whatever they've said, it's applicable for every human being. It is so universal. What Buddha has said, what Jesus has said, what Krishna has said, Paramhansa Yogananda, Sri Ravi Shankar, Sadhguru, all of them are saying the same thing. It's been articulated in a different way because that's how they have seen and absorbed the knowledge, the supreme knowledge. But to just dumb it down to just basic words, I think I'm trying to express that, those tools, those techniques, and say that, okay, you can do it yourself. You don't have to wait for things to go so wrong and then do the damage control. Have the regulator within you, and that will come from these practices, from mindfulness, meditation, yoga, pranayam, visualization, some stress busting techniques. Be part of some groups. That's the easiest way to start these. If you're really interested to know about these courses, I also teach them over the weekends. These are called the Happiness Program courses. Do leave a comment and I will reach out to you. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep smiling, stay bright, and I'll see you soon. Bye.